on for a second. I will. Okay. Once you download the tool and then install the tool, you will see a new menu, IBM Software Development Platform, and then you will see IBM Rational Functional Tester. During the time of installation, it will ask you what is the programming language you want to use. You can choose either .NET, VB.NET or Java. We have installed in the Java way, so it says there's a menu called Java Scripting. This is not JS, this is not Java Scripting, it is Java. So I click that. It will open a new Workspace launcher. Okay. This is a commercial tool. This is not a freeware or this is not open source. This is a commercial tool provided by IBM. So to easily relate, you can say QTP, Silk Test, Test Complete, or definitely its competitors. And every tool, someone has asked the question, which tool is the best? We cannot say that. There are great features in every tool, so it is up to you to use those features. Our aim here in OpenMentor.net is not to compare, but educate people freely over the webinars in terms of available tools and technologies. There is a trial version available in this tool. You can download it from IBM.com. The very first step in Rational Functional Tester is launch a workspace. People who are familiar with Java environment, especially in Eclipse, if you see here, it has Eclipse. It is using Java. For the Eclipse, you need to first create a workspace. A workspace is nothing but a big folder in which you can put all your scripts. Okay. Then anyway, I'm closing all the windows. This is the UI of Eclipse. Eclipse is one of the major integrated development environment, IDE for Java development. So the first step is create workspace. The next step you need to do is create a functional test project. Our aim here in this session is to describe the features and demo the features of IBM Rational Functional Tester. One of the questions that came now is from the audience is, are you promoting this tool? Again, we reiterate from OpenMentor.net, this is not something like promotion. We want to educate people, that too freely. This is our corporate social responsibility, so please refrain from such questions. So here we are there to educate people freely. So the second step, create a functional test project. Okay. So you can give any name for the project. For example, I would say RFT webinar. I create a project, and again this project will be stored under the workspace. So workspace is, again, if you see here, it's a folder. Then within that I'm creating a project. Again, it will create a folder and a set of files. On the left hand side you will see the folder coming up. Okay. So the second step is creating a project. The third step, I want to do something on an application for testing. This tool comes with a sample application. If you go to this configure, any application you want to record, replay, or test, you need to first configure the same. Without configuring, don't go for recording. So first I configure the application. They have given two sample Java applications. There is something called a classic Java A and classic Java B. I choose classic Java A as the application, and you can run. If you want to have your own application, then for example, I want to test calculator, then you need to click add, and it is asking, is it a Java application? Is it a HTML browser based application? Is it an executable? Suppose I want to test calculator, I need to click executable file. Then it is asking show me the exe file. Where is the exe file? You click browse. Then I can always go to C:/root. Then I think under C:\Windows. If you go to system32, then under system32 you get the calc.exe. Sorry, I chose the wrong file. I need to go for this is a calculator.exe. So if I choose calculator.exe, then it appears over here. From here, if you run, it is opening calculator, right? So whenever you want to run or say create a test for an application, first configure. Right now for our demo, I am not using any other application. I am going to use the built-in application provided by this tool itself, Classic Java A, and then I am running. Okay. Then I apply, finish. Right. Now, so we did 3 steps. Let me just note this up. Step 1, create workspace. Step 2, create project. Step 3, configure application and run from RFT. Only from step 4 onwards you can create scripts. I could say step 4, create scripts. Of course, step 5 is run scripts. So you have a simple 5-step process: create workspace, create project, configure the application and run, create the scripts, run the scripts. Now I'm coming back to this screen. Using this RFT, you can test browser based applications or exe applications or pure Java files, because if you have noted down, when I started configuring, it used to ask whether it is an exe file or Java file or is it a browser HTML version. So if you need to test browser based application, you need to use HTML there. Now this is a sample application. Let me show one workflow of this application. This is like an online CD booking application. I choose Hayden and Symphonies. Then I click this place order. It is asking, are you a new customer? Are you an existing customer? Then I say I'm an existing customer called Tony. I don't have a password. I click OK. It is showing Hayden, Symphonies, and you have to give a credit card. For example, I give a credit card number 1234 1234, and then I'm choosing the card type as MasterCard, then expiry as 12/12 mm/YY. Then I say place order, or if I want to choose the quantity as 2, you could see this is the total, this is the shipping and handling, total is $36.90. Then I say place order, it says your order is placed. This is one simple workflow of this application. Is this clear? A very simple application of booking a CD. Can you please raise the hands? Great. I see a lot of hands raising. That's good. Now, what I'm going to do is, the next step is create scripts, right? So I'm going to record. One of the foremost feature in every testing tool is record. The first 2 feature in every functional testing tool is record and replay. People may also say capture playback, right? So this is record and replay. Now I'm going to record this. For that, you will see a record button over here, a red button over here. I click that button. Then it is asking, this is the script name, okay? What is the script name? Suppose I say webinar 1 is the script name. When I say webinar 1 script name, then I click finish. Then what happens is it will open up a recording window. You will see a recording window over here. Only sometimes it may take a few seconds, maybe 5-6 seconds, so wait till this recording window comes. Now I start recording. I click that plus sign. I choose this violin concertos list item. Then I click place order. Whenever I make a click, you could see it is generating the script over here. If the script is not recorded when you click or type, that means something wrong in your system, so we need to troubleshoot. Now I'm choosing my name is Tony. Okay, sorry, I chose the wrong one. I click OK. Then I type the quantity as 2. Then I click, I'm going to type the credit card number 1234 1234 1234 1234. I choose, this is American Express card 12/12, and then I click place the order. It is placing the order. I'm bringing back this tree to the same place where I was. Once this is done, I'm clicking this stop button. I click this, I finished recording. The moment I do that, you could see the script coming over here. If you see here, this is Eclipse, this is Java code, this is Java syntax. Someone has asked what is the major difference between rational robot and this. This is one of the major difference. The UI is different. The scripting language in robot was SQA basic, whereas here it is Java. That's a major difference. And again, another question came, why that they have got two different tools. Again, we cannot answer for that. It is their company policy or secret, trade secret. Pretty much you have got in Maruti car, you have got both Swift as well as some other model, same company giving two different models of the car. So it may be the reason, but it is their business reason. Okay. Now, this can test both Windows applications as well as browser-based applications. Okay. And there is a trial version already available, I told. So this has generated the script. If you see the script, it says on the tree, click at this path. On the tree, click at this item. Place order, click on it, right? Then in the member logon window, click on the text. On the combo box, name combo box, I selected Rick Tumblr, but I did accidentally. Suppose I want to comment this. This is an accidental click. Exactly like in Java, you can do 2 slashes as comment because I want only Tony Miata to be selected. So you do that. Then whatever you clipped or typed, you could see on this object, you clicked at this pixel position 3,6, and then you typed 2. Then you typed this credit card number. Then you chose Amex as the credit card. Then 12/12, right? It has generated the script. Now I save this script. Good. Now, are you all able to see the script? Can you please raise the hands? Very good. Perfect. Now, this is the recording part. So just now we have seen how to record a script. Now I'm going to run the script. When I run the script, it will open up the window, and then it will exactly replay what I have done. Okay. When you say at point 14/11 and then at point 3,6, what I did is, you could notice it, there was a quantity already 1. I did a select. I just moved the mouse to highlight that and then deleted and then retyped it. So the mouse moved from this point to this point as a selection. So it is like a highlighting. Now I'm going to run this. I will click on this. When you say I want to run this, right? If you click on this green button, it will show this script has to be run. I click on it. Okay. Now I'm going to click finish. It will run the script. Just watch. The run has finished. I am not sure how many of you would have got a chance to see the speed at which it has run. Did you notice whether it has executed or not? Did anyone notice whether it has executed or not? Can you please raise your hands? Okay, but usually these tools execute pretty fast. But I want to show you in slow motion, like action replay. Usually they run fast. I want to slow it down. For that, what you need to do is, there is a window.preferences. There are some settings available here. Windows.preferences. Then I go to this functional test. There is a playback option. Now I'm going to say mouse delays. I want to introduce some delay, because what happens is, when it runs too fast on my machine, I'm sitting in front of the machine so I can see that happening. But you people are seeing over GoToWebinar, and the screen may take a refresh time. So you may lose something that happens within 3-4 seconds. Now I want to introduce a delay. By default it is just 0.01 seconds delay. Now I want to say introduce some 1 second delay for mouse. I'm introducing a delay of 1 second for the mouse, and then there is another delay there. In the keyboard I'm going to say introduce 0.5 second, half a second delay before every keystroke. So I'm introducing 1 second delay before mouse clicks and a half a second delay before every keystroke. Now I'm going to run it again. Watch now. I'm running it again. This time you will see slightly in slow motion. There's a playback window appearing. Now it clicks that. Now it clicks that. Now it plays order. It chooses Tony. It types that. Now you could see the delay between every keystroke. Previously you didn't see, because by default it runs fast. Now we introduce the delay, so it runs a little bit slow. Okay. It has finished. When the execution is finished, by default RFT will try to open results file in a web browser. Okay, but normally we don't use this browser results. I'll show you how we can have the results in a different way. For a moment I close this results window. How many of you now saw the execution in slow motion? Was it clear? Can you please raise the hands? Great. Super. Okay. If you look at, someone is asking what is the version, we are using version 7. and we downloaded as an evaluation from the site. And this is a webinar. We don't want to be like a classroom where you get everything gets solved. So please pay attention, and these webinars are getting recorded as well, and it will be uploaded once we finish the recordings and editing. So if you start repeating many things like we are hand holding you, it will take more time. So please pay attention, and anyway, if you have doubts, once we upload the recorded versions, you have a chance to go it see that n number of times at your will. Now, even with this delay, I am not satisfied. What I want to do is, at this point of time, after giving 12, wait for say 5 seconds or 10 seconds. For that, you can do something called sleep, or say 10 seconds. Okay. Again, this is Java. So Java is case sensitive. So you need to be careful in typing uppercase and lowercase letters. So I'm introducing a purposeful delay of sleep 10 seconds. Now let me play it once again. You will see this. It will be waiting in this command for 10 seconds before it proceeds to the next step. Right? So this is the use of regression testing. If you look at it, we are repeating the same test again and again with that much of ease. Otherwise it will be difficult. So the tools essentially help us to do that part. Now it is typing the credit card number. On the right hand side playback window, it will show what is the current line executing from the script. You could see on the right hand side playback window. Now it finished that. Now you look at that, it is executing the sleep command. That means it is waiting. So it is waiting for 10 seconds. Then it will click that, then it is coming out. Okay. Good. Let me summarize what we have learned so far. So we have created the scripts, we have executed the scripts, or say this is called the playback, right? Then what we have done is we introduced mouse delays, we introduced keyboard delays, and we introduced specific delay using sleep command. Okay. So far these 5 to 8 steps we have learned.